Well, hello there, friends. What a soup to start your Thanksgiving feast. Absolutely fantastic. I got all kind of vegetables in there. I got cauliflowers, I got sweet potatoes, I got butternut squash. All of them pureed together into the most smooth, delicate, amazing bisque. Friends, you're gonna love making it. Stay tuned, I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it. Remember, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to ring the bell. Stay tuned, we're making it right now, friends. Well, hello there, friends. Thanksgiving wouldn't be Thanksgiving if you didn't start with a great soup. As far as I'm concerned, you gotta have a nice, warm, thick winter soup. So I got one, and this is really cool for you guys because, look, I got a lot of stuff in here, but don't let it bother you, okay? I'm gonna tell you why in a second. I got onion going over there. I got 2 onions in the pot, and I got big onion. You know, we have big onion in here. And 2 big onions. I sliced them small. I guess I had nothing else to do yesterday. Everything is small. It doesn't need to be. You just cut it rough. Don't worry about it because we're going to puree everything anyway. All right? So I got 2 onions right there going on. I got some of the vegetables. I got a little surprise of what I'm going to flavor the whole thing with. And some of you are going to go, what? But it's delicious. So first item we're going to put in is going to be a carrot. So I don't peel the carrots. This is about 2 pound, 2.5, 3 pound of carrots. By the way, I got a 16-quart pot. So it's a lot, but you know, I love to make a lot of soup because you can freeze it. They freeze it for 17 years. Or not, then you're going to keep it that long. But I'm telling you, they'll stay a long time in your freezer. You know, you're in the middle of July and you want a nice soup, or you're in the middle of whatever. It doesn't matter what time of the year. You go to your freezer, boy, you got one of them soup you know was so good for Thanksgiving. And I'm going to make it really good. Well, you know I'll make it really good, right? All right, so look, I got those carrots right there. I got the onion first. You saute the onion, right? Put the carrots. Like I told you, the carrots, I don't peel them. I wash them really good, okay? Then I got celery. This is one whole thing of celery. The whole thing. Stalk. Is that what you call it? Stalk of celery. I got to check with my editor over there. Then I got 2 sweet potato going to go. That's 2 sweet potatoes? Yeah, but look at those things. Okay, so that's 2 sweet potatoes. Yeah, the big sweet potato, okay? Put however many you want. You know, it doesn't matter. You'll see why in a minute. It doesn't matter. Okay? You don't want to put sweet potatoes? Don't put sweet potatoes. Right here, this is 1 butternut squash. 1. Look at this thing. This has to be at least 3.5 pounds. 1 butternut squash. So, when I buy a lot because I love making that soup, friends. All right, so here you go. About 1 butternut squash. You see that? Like I said, I dice it small because I got nothing else to do. You don't have to. I promise you, friend. Oh, by the way, for those of you that don't know how to slice the butternut squash, we did a video on how to cut all the vegetables. Make sure you go out there and get it. Jack is going to give you a link. For those of you that have not seen it, friends, you'd be surprised. You know what? I've been doing this my whole life. And some people said, oh, I've been cooking for 30 years. I still didn't know how to do a cauliflower correctly. People that cut cauliflower, you see the massacre they do. They're going right with a knife in the middle of it, and then flour goes all over the place. If you go over there, I'll show you how to cut it correctly so you don't cut any of the floret. You don't have anything in your cutting board. You don't waste nothing. All right, I'll show you. Unless you put it over there, then it falls next to the stove. So now you notice that I got, you know what, I'm going to put a little stock in there, friends. And I'll tell you about all this in a minute. I'm just going to put a little bit of stock, okay? Because I'm hearing the onion in there. You see, now it's white. And I don't want it to burn it, because it would burn it. So as soon as you put your stuff in here, you go in there and you put a little stock in here. I'm going to tell you about how much stock. You see, I didn't measure. You don't need to measure. 12 garlic cloves. Put as many as you want, as little as you want. It's going to be poached, which means it's going to be very mild. Leeks. Leeks, friends. This is 2 leeks, just the white and the light part of the leek, the light green part. I don't like the dark green part. It's bitter. I use it when I make beef stock. Otherwise, I freeze it. So far, you see, look. Now, if you don't have any of those vegetables, you don't have all of them, you're missing two, well, it doesn't matter. It's still going to be good. And you're going to say, how much stock do I put in? I'll show you. Oh, we're going to flavor it with something special. See, I got it right there. I'll show you. So look, guys, I want to show you, Jack. I don't know if you can get the camera close over there. I want to show them something. This, you notice right there, friends, this is a little floret. That's a little floret. I'm going to save those for the end. We're going to cook them separately at the end. Because after I puree the whole soup and all that, I'm going to put some of this with little carrots and little parsley, and I'm going to make a nice little salsa we're going to put around. And when I have a nice cream soup, I like to have a nice little texture. It's all about texture. Look. Okay, how do we get the floret, right? If you cut right in, you'll destroy it all. So you know what you do? You go right in there. You see, look, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but you go right there. Look, boom, 1 floret. Boom, 2 floret. Boom, 3 floret. And so on and so on. See, look, you cut and you push. You cut and you push, and you're going to go, well, that's kind of big, right? So cut it this way and then pull it. You see? See, you cut it this way and from the root, not from the top. If you cut it from the top, you lose all the floret. You see, friends? It's no big deal, right? You're going to say, I can do this. Of course you can do that. Anybody can do this. It's not complicated. You don't have to do it, but you'll see later. It's really cool. All right? So what else are we putting in here, friends? Did I put the garlic in there? Yeah. Okay, salt. I'm going to put my onion salt. Put whatever salt you want. Now remember, my stock is homemade and it has no salt. So be careful if you're going to have some salt in your stock over here. So we save those for the end. Flavoring. You know, I like cumin, I like fenugreek, I like coriander seed, I like cayenne and all that. So you know what? I put a little bit of my curry. Yeah, a little bit of the curry in there. Now, it's Thanksgiving, you're going to say, how does curry fit in there? It doesn't, but those flavoring do. So I'm going to put a little bit. Again, this flavoring, friends, is going to be in the background, not in the foreground. So you're not going to be able to test, oh my goodness, there's a lot of cumin in there. No, it's going to be in the background. So you're going to eat it, you're going to go, oh, it's delicious. And you're not going to know why, and you're going to go, wow, is that cumin in there? You know, you're going to see it in the background. You're not going to see it. You're going to test it in the background. So look, guys, we're going to start putting a little bit, okay? So this is like 1.5 tablespoons of curry. Make your own. I'll give you the recipe of mine, how I make it. Then you can use that, or you can use a store-bought curry, or you can just use whatever spice you like, okay? And curry's got all the flavor that I like. So look, we're going to continue doing this. Now, how much stock do we put in? This is the tricky. It's not tricky. It's really simple. The secret, friends, and for those of you that have seen the channel before, you know exactly where I'm going. For those of you that have not seen the channel before, you're going to wonder, what is he talking about? The secret is to put just enough stock to cover the vegetables, friends. To cover the vegetables. See, look, it's coming. You see it right here? It's coming, right? So it doesn't matter how much I put in, how much vegetable you put in. What matters is then you cover your vegetables. You see what I do? I pack them in, right? Because I can put a little bit stock to cover the vegetables, right? You see? And that's it. This is the secret. So the beauty is in this recipe, you don't measure nothing. You put whatever you got and weigh vegetables. Add a bunch of vegetables. Put rutabaga, turnip, parsnip, regular potatoes. You put whatever you want in here, friends. And you put them all in there, chop them rough. You can chop them rough. You look, see, this is big. You don't have to chop them little, okay? You cook them long enough until everything is done. And when it's finished, you're going to puree everything. The secret of not putting too much stock is if you put too much stock, when you puree, it's going to be liquid. And then you're going to have to thicken it. And to me, a good Thanksgiving soup, a good winter soup is a thick soup. It's all about the texture. Remember, it's all about the tongue. Okay? So it's got to stay on your tongue long enough to communicate all the flavor. If it's too liquid, you put it in your mouth, you go there, you swallow it right away. And go, oh, what happened? What happened? The test buds are going, hey, I don't know, something happened over there. I didn't really test it because you didn't stay long enough, okay? Now, if you make it too thick, then you overstayed the welcome, and then it's like it stays too thick. It's no good. It's got to be the right texture. I'm going to show you, all right? So right now we're starting. We cover them up. We're going to cook this for about an hour and a half, however long it's going to take to get everything nice and smooth, and then come back. We'll finish it together. All right, friends? I'll see you in a minute. Well, I'm not finished yet. I forgot. I also cut some regular potatoes, baking potatoes, and we're going to put them in there too. And I don't remember exactly how many I got here, but I remember the formula for it. It doesn't matter how many you got, okay? Just put a few of them. You got 3 of them, put them in there. You got 4, put them in there. Now you got 20, that's a different story. All right, and look, somebody measured the stock correctly. All right, there we go, friends. You see, look, perfectly. Now we're going to keep going, all right? I'll see you on the other side when it's all cooked, friends. Okay, friends, a good hour and a half. You know what you do? You gauge your the vegetables going to take the longest. Usually it's the carrots. So I take a fork, and when the carrots are going through, then I know I'm good. Look how beautiful that looks. And the smell is amazing. You know, it's got the curry undertone, but really in the background. It's not like woo. It's not like woo. I don't know what that means. Well, anyway, so now what we're going to do, so I got 2 things I'm going to put in. I'm going to put a bit of a cheddar. I got this beautiful cheddar cheese here. It's an English cheddar. It's delicious. But there's good cheddar everywhere. I had a discussion with someone online, very intelligent discussion with somebody online, and says, if it's not English, it's not cheddar. Long conversation. I shredded some carrots also. The carrots, they'll be fine. Just the heat of the soup is enough to soften them. And if they're a little crunchy, it's kind of cool. It's a little anyways, just give us an extra texture. And the little floret of cauliflower, I put them in a little chicken stock right here. You see, friends? I put them in chicken stock. So they're going to get a little softer. I don't want them mushy. That's the whole idea, is for them not to be mushy. So I just put them in there for 5 minutes, cook them however long it takes for you to be happy. So the soup is gorgeous. So now you take your immersion blender and you go in there and you puree it all, or you take and you put it in a regular blender. Or you take your boat motor, the one you take it on the boat on the Sunday, and you do that, okay? Because this one's got more than 1 speed. Otherwise, it'll take forever. You see? And we're gonna puree the whole thing. Well, it's very noisy. Somebody's making noise. I don't know what it is. Oh, I know what it is. This guy right there. So much noise in there, friends. So, it's going to take a little while to get... Man, this thing is sucking it up. It's going to take a little while, and you're going to see. We should have a perfect texture. But just in case it's too thick, I don't even know if you can hear me. Just in case it's too thick. I got chicken stock ready to go over there. Then I'm going to put a little cream also. I'm screaming because I can't hear a thing I say. Can they hear me, Jack, you think? Little. Okay, I got to speak louder. Oh, you know what? I do this. Oh. Not a good idea. This thing is like, I'm telling. Okay. Mamma mia. It's this thing that's making all that rumble over there. What is it, this guy? Oh, okay, I'll tell you what, we put it right here. There you go. Mamma mia, it was so noisy. Oh, there you go. It's a little better. No, not really. Let me just sit. Okay, let's just do it. So look, guys, I'm pureeing it. You see it's getting smoother. Longer you leave it in there, and smoother it's going to be. And smooth is the key word, friends. Smooth. It's got to be smooth as silk. Longer you leave it in there. Okay. So now I'm gonna put a little cream. I'm gonna hold it one hand, man. You gotta be strong. That thing is like, holy moly. A little cream. You put as much or as little as you want, okay? I like a lot. And then we're gonna put the cheese, cheddar cheese. I keep a little bit for the decoration. The cheese, that was 8 ounces of cheddar before I shred it. It looked like a lot, but it's not. So we're gonna melt the cheese, the cream, and we're gonna test. This did a pretty good job. Look how beautiful it is. But I want it very, very smooth, eh? I got my workout for today, boy. Hi. Okay. It's a big pot, and I got to take it apart. It's not coming apart. Normally it does, you see. Normally I do this. Okay, it's not coming apart. We're just going to put it aside. There you go. All right, we'll put a... Normally it just comes apart. Oh, mamma mia. I got a good workout, my friends. Look how beautiful it is. Can you see it? Oh, yeah. You see, I wanted to emphasize one more time, friends, the importance of not putting too much stock. If I would have put in just a little bit more stock, that would have probably made it too liquid. Look at this. Look at this, friends. You see, this to me is a perfect texture. It has to have the body. It has to have the texture. So now you test it for salt and pepper. Be careful. It's hot. It needs more salt. Where's the salt? Lock the door. Somebody took my salt. A little more salt. So remember, for those of you that are taking that have watched the recipe on how to salt everything. Remember, the salt, you don't want to taste the salt, you want to be looking for it. Where is it? Where is it? So you're testing it, and you look for it, And if you can't test it, you can't find, keep looking. Okay? And if you can't find it, then you gotta add more. All right? Oh, look at this. Look how beautiful that is, friends. I'm telling you, I'm in love. I'm telling you, this is like, oh no, let me forget to do this because I'm gonna forget. I forget everything. I don't know about you guys, but I forget everything. Look how beautiful that is. That's so exciting. Let me tell you, my friends, this is a plate of soup. Then let me tell you, you can put crouton in there, also to be great. You can put bacon bits in there, that'll be great. I didn't want to just put too many things, because anybody could make this soup. This is not complicated, remember? Okay, so now what else do we do? Well, we take a little bit of those carrots, put them however you want to put them, right? A little bit of the carrots, they're cool. There's nothing special, right? And then take a little bit of chopped parsley than you did, freshly chopped parsley. It gives it a nice color. See, and all of a sudden, we're starting to have some personality. And then take a spoon or whatever you want. Let me put this in here. I don't like to put something hot on my cutting board. And then take a little bit of the floret. Put a floret over there. Floret over there. See, this is really simple. I mean, it brings everything into a whole different level. And it's so simple, and a child could do it. And then you take a little bit of the cheese, and friends, you have yourself a soup that is a phenomenal appetizer to an amazing dinner. And it's so simple to make. Remember, any vegetables, it doesn't matter. Whichever one you got, empty the refrigerator. Remember though, barely cover them with the stock. That's the secret. And right there, friends. I forgot it was hot. It's very hot. Friends, I hope you make it. I gotta get a glass of hot water, cold water. I hope you make it. Thanks for watching. Remember, thumbs up if you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and ring that bell. All right, and stay tuned for more videos coming up this week. Thanksgiving.